Try to defend them.
Here's a pair of frag grenade kills by Chump. And wow, he's coming in here, all guns blazing. He's taking out all but one. Oh, and yes, Chump single-handedly takes control of the vet room. Holy shitballs.
Coming up to finish off the plant.
Yeah, there he is, Rufio.
Plant there. That was really fast.
Yeah, that's almost within 30 seconds we have a plant here. Here comes an engineer. The Titan's about to cover him. The Titan is disabled. The straw come in and blow him down. Free Frog is an engineer. No, he's blown away by the plasma cannon.
The Cyclops.
Joker is in the server room. He's going to get one going here. I expect Joker.
Creamer's got one too. It's coming in. This is it. Blaze Joker takes it underneath. He's juking back and forth, It's going up. No, it's taken out. Creamer's is going. Creamer's is in. Creamer's is in and hovering. He's just waiting. He's trying to give his team time to clear out that cage. He's going up, and detonation, and it goes down! Hello, my Quake Wars fans. Tonight we're about to get some really cool custom map awesomeness underway. We're going to be taking a look at Maridia, which is a new map, or, well, relatively new map, his second map that Chris, the maker of Meltdown, which has earned some acclaim here in both the competitive and the general Quake Wars community. This one is really cool because it's basically set on sort of a huge oil rig out in the middle of the ocean. And there's even like battleships and all kinds of stuff in the distance that act to as sort of like the GDF base defenses to keep the Strog away from the GDF spawn, all kinds of really cool things like that. Because it is out in the middle of the ocean, it has a really low texture footprint, which means that most people are getting some ungodly high frames per second. So it's a truly beautiful sort of a thing from the competitive standpoint, because it means that everyone's going to probably be playing with a high FPS, and really maybe only the ping is going to kind of get in the way of a really smooth experience for all the players. Now that said, it's not a completed work. A lot of the texture work and things like that's very basic, but I mean the architecture and the use of all of the sort of Strog objects and things like that. It's all really cool, and I have to say, if you've not played this map before, then the final objective is going to probably be the coolest thing for you. And I'll quickly go over how, basically the objectives of the map. But we're going to wait to do that because I have in here with me. I have both Matcom, who's going to be joining me tonight for the Shotcast, and I also have Wildcat from Frag Incorporated. So why don't you guys say hey and tell us how you're doing.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
And Matt, are you in here?
Yes, I am.
Oh, maybe he's not.
I'm here. My volume, I think, is a little quiet, though. I'm coming through okay?
Sound good?
Yeah, sound good to me.
Alrighty, cool.
Now, Matt, have you had a chance to check out this map? Have you played around with it at all?
No, I have not.
Alright. Well, then, I think you're in for a treat. I mean, it's a really neat idea, I think. And of course, given sort of its location, it means you don't need a mega texture and all that stuff. So it's actually a really neat idea. But Wildcat, let me ask you. Tell me a little bit about how your team has been, practicing this map and how it feels, and if it has a good pace, and all that fun stuff that the community wants to know.
Well, first off, I come on the map one night and spent about an hour and a half just running around through the map trying to figure out where everything was at. Then we got guys to come on, and we played some 3-on-3 and ran around a lot trying to find the objectives and how to get from one point to the other. It's a little confusing on the second and third part. If you don't know where you're going, you can get lost and cost yourself valuable time. So it took a lot of time to get that down. And since I didn't think this would normally hold against bots, I didn't think they would work on this map. That's normally what we do. We get 6 and run through against the bots the first time. We played Fate instead, and that was probably worse. So.
Well, yeah, the actually, yeah, the bots are not really enabled for this map. If you try to put them in there, they just stand there, and they never really do anything. But you know, I think Chris has talked about maybe at some point. I'm watching as all the GzR guys are jumping into the sea, and he's added some messages. You know, how they were dumbing out.
Yeah, that's funny stuff.
The sea and, yeah, fell foul of the North Sea. But yeah, so bots don't really work. You can't really practice it that way. So yeah, you got to have warm bodies in order to practice. Now, one thing I really do like is I'll go ahead and for those of you who are on the TV server, then I'll go ahead and run through how the objectives work. The first objective starts the GDF off. They've just sort of offloaded from these little battleships that act as sort of the GDF defense turrets, so the straw can't spawn camp. And so they start on sort of the dock of this rig, and they got to run up. They got to run up it and make their way across some platforms to this inner area here that has a hack objective. Now what do you call it? A soldier can blow a bunker hatch, which will allow the covert ops some height advantages to the room that has the security controls that must be hacked. And once those controls are hacked, then you're moving sort of outdoors again. And let's see if I can. I'm kind of flying through myself here, so I'm saying the right thing. And then you're moving forward again, and you've got to destroy a secondary objective. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what this thing is called here. See if I can find it. I think he's been smart enough to like kind of cover things up so there's no way that people
destroy distribution module.
Thank you. Yes. And then after that you get to, I think yeah, once you get soldiers to blow that up, then you're moving on to, oh, by the way, yeah, obviously GDF is on the attack here. Stronger defending. And then the final objective is, I think, the coolest thing in the world. You have to pick up, what is the name of that item? Do you remember the name of it?
I will go find it right now.
Okay. Well, you have to pick up this item.
It's injection or something.
Yeah.
It is a chemical injection unit.
Yes. Okay. And if you've ever played Quake 4, and you remember that there was this, one of my favorite levels was where you have this big, fat, ugly, enormous sort of, you know, belly gushing thing that was, it was like a Stroyant slave, I think is what they called it.
We've been calling it the turkey.
Yeah, most people call it like a chicken or a turkey because it's this big hunk of flesh. But when you find this thing, then you have to take that chemical. It's man, bear, pig. Yeah, you have to take that chemical injector thing and like pump it into his stomach. It's a similar objective to like transmitting data, you know. But it has really cool sounds, like when you stick it in the stomach, and you know, if you stop early or when he dies, he like screams in pain. So yeah, it's a lot of really cool stuff. You know, really, a lot of really interesting ideas went into making this map, and so I'm really impressed with this guy and what he's put together. And it's a really fun map. I'm really interested to see how it plays out competitively.
Yeah, I think the one thing that's going to be interesting is on the last phase, it really depends on that spawn time. Actually, both phases it does, the switch over. But that last one, you spawn behind the objective, so you have to come in behind them if they get in front of you, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Matt, how have you been, man? It's been a while since I've seen you.
I was here the last shoutcast we had, and I've been good.
Yeah, but you're very quiet. Oh, we're going live in 10 seconds here. Let me get my video running.
Oh shit!
There we go. Oh wow. Yes, I didn't have to wait at all because this map is so small. My computer just did it. Sweet. Okay, so we are live, guys. GDF have just spawned in their cool little dock, and oh, we're already seeing some nice moves by GzR here. They're using some physics here to jump up over the ridge of the first building.
Yep. Yeah, almost every team does that.
Looks like FI is ready for it though, and boom, down they go. Akurai's lacerator shot grenade. The only kill was by Pip-Boy, who was quickly taken out then by Gunsmoke. So, wow, most of GzR has been shut down. Covert ops are still not anywhere near the objective at this point. We've got pushes from several platforms. And it looks like we will already have a plant. Yes, we do have a plant on the bunker hatch. And I have to say, for Stroggies, that's going to be impossible as balls to have a chance to disarm. There's really no approach for it. Now, you do have Flint up here, but he's an infiltrator. And, yeah, so I don't think the Stroggies are going to be able to stop the detonation of that bunker hatch. Let's see if we can get inside and take a look at the action indoors. Stroggies are defending it fairly well using cover as much as possible. Although, boom, down goes Silence. He popped out and paid for it. But here's quick revives. And I have to say, I'm wondering how useful a rocket launcher would be in this room, or just, you know, a little bit of nade spam, something. But now the Stroggies have a little bit of spawn host fodder, and they are using it to great effect. And as you can see, you know, the entrance, really blowing that bunker hatch is so effective, because without it, you really only have 2 entrances to this room. But once you pop that hatch, now you've got a third and height advantage, third entrance and height advantage. And you have tossing down a supply crate. That would help them out, so they can rush out and grab supplies. Stroggies are wary to it, though, although it's costing them lives. Nice crossfire. They're bad mojo, taking out SKS and Ash. 2 in a row. 17:52 on the clock. No touch on the objective. Stroggies still holding onto it solidly. And, of course, you know, the distance being what it is, GzR's got quite a bit of ways to go before they even get into the objective room. Here comes the next push. 3 entering into the back. And they are in. And, oh, it looks like we got a turnaround here. They got a turnaround. Here comes the covert ops. 1 Stroggie left up. It's Flint. Flint goes down, but the proxy mine does enough. Yes. And now we have the beginning of a hack. Silence is trying to get up. No, Silence is taking down. Split's up. Split tosses the nade. The nade's not going to do any damage. Covert ops is huddled in the corner. He's got maybe 20% health. And see if the Strog can stop him. Strog can stop him. It's Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke's not stopping the hack yet. He's giving the bodies, though. That's a smart move. The covert ops runs away. And we'll be able to continue to hack in just a second, I think. Let's see. Yes, there it is. Pip-Boy hacking again. 50% hacked. Going up. 16:55 on the clock. And we now have 2 covert ops on this objective. And they're not going to stop. They're going to be able to do it in time. Yes. And they control the hack. Nice job. So now we're going to come outside. And we're going to move on to the next objective here. And Stroggies are falling back. Friggin' not going down. He's refusing to die here. GGF spawning into place. So yeah, the objective here, there's a lot of like really large hangars that they have to run through, a lot of ramps and things like that before they can get to the next objective. So there's quite a bit of travel time, even though the map seems small. There really is quite a bit of travel time. So you can see, this is one of my favorite rooms here. If you take a look at the architecture, especially just look at all the tubing that is flowing all around this room. It's really quite beautiful. And even if you look up towards the ceiling, the way that the tubes sort of spiral around the corridors, it's really cool. This is the objective. Rico is on it. The nade falls short, and he's got a medic there to help, and boom, there it is, a plant right there. So this is actually, I expected this to go a little bit slower, but GzR is really pushing hard. And the defense of this objective. Here comes Gunsmoke, here comes Flint. Let's see if they can do it. They get it halfway disarmed, You know what would be great here is an Oppressor Shield. An Oppressor Shield, no! Zarlor taking out 3 in a row. All they need is an Oppressor Shield. And they could have done that. They could have had that disarmed. Oh, here's a chance, here's an opportunity. No! It's Zarlor still with the TPMG. Still prone here on the floor. He's taking out everybody. 99%. Oh, and it will blow. It will blow. Boom, down it goes. There's a little bit of a delay, but that's just a little bit of a bug on the map. You can see this beautiful explosion here, and we are moving it on. And Zarlor just prone on the floor there, taking long range using ETKW Pro's reduced spread. Oh, look at this. Bad Mojo already grabbing the unit. Bad mojo grab Union. Anyway, he goes down, and that's what it looks like, folks. It's the really cool little injection model. It's very nice to see. Epic Moo's got it. Let's see if we can hop over to him. Yes, Epic Moo's got it now. And he is looking for a little bit of friendly action here. Now, one thing I really like this really does feel a little bit like Quake 4, because if you look around, you got all the bodies strewn all over the walls and stuff. And there it is. There is the chicken, or the purification slave. There it is. And he's taken down. Let's see if Pip-Boy can defend. Pip-Boy goes down. Zarlord shows up. Zarlord goes down. And the chemical injection unit has been returned by Flint. So yes, this big, huge man boobs thing here. This is really quite a piece of work here, and so you're essentially injecting it into its belly button, which is at least we hope it's its belly button. And so let's see who has the item at this point. It is Epic Moo again. Epic Moo goes down, and let's see, we got Brigand grabbing the item, the injector. Brigand is getting hurt. He's got a little bit of help from teammates, though. GzR's doing a good job sticking together here. Moving up as a group, and yes, they've taken control of the room. Here it comes. They're beginning the transmit, or the injection, whatever you want to call it. And just in the nick of time, they do kill, destroy, and purification slave. Down it goes. And of course, what I'm looking forward to is at some point a nice and beautiful, disgusting, guts flying everywhere animation. I think that's kind of what Chris has planned there when you finished things off. But frankly, I would love it if it like sprays acid in the face of all the GDF of everybody that's nearby, just like an explosion would kill everybody. So yeah. Anyway, that was the first round. Time to beat 6:51, and that's I'd say pretty decent time for this map. That's basically like I said, it's kind of a small map, very fast and furious action. Very fun. So what do you guys think so far?
Yeah, it went pretty fast. I told you the transition's pretty tough from one to the other. You got to get set up pretty quickly, so that didn't happen too well there.
And Matt, do you have any comments? Oh, by the way, Chump, that's Wildcat from FI.
I don't have any comments. I'm still trying to get in. It's not working.
Okay. Well, let me talk a little bit about that. If you're listening to the Shoutcast and you're having trouble getting connected to the server, what you can do is you can start up a game against the computer on the custom map, and what that will do is that will load in the background all the map files. And then once you have the game against the computer loaded up, then you go to the console and type disconnect. Then you go to your server list and connect to the TV server, and that should get rid of any trouble that you're having getting connected to the TV server. So just a heads up for anyone that's having trouble. And hopefully we can get underway here. I never even bothered to go over the class makeup here. Let's attempt that. Looks like GDF, who is Frag Incorporated at this point. We're going to be seeing our Covies are Flint, Split, and SKS. Silence is a soldier, and then we've got a Paramedics, Gunsmoke, and Ash.
Yeah, the map I downloaded from Cal doesn't seem to work. Like, I loaded the map, and then I loaded into the TV server, but it's still like restarted the client, even after.
Yeah, just type in reconnect there, and it should do it.
5, 4,
but it like freezes
3,
up. It's
2.
Yeah, so try it my way. Try loading a game against the computer, and then disconnect and then reconnect. That should stop the freezing. Alright, so we are live here, guys. FI is on the attack. They got a 6 minute and only 40 seconds left to go in order to set a time here. Already we got TK there by Flint. Gunsmoke goes down. Akrai's lacerated, killed by Pip-Boy. And looks like FI is actually boom 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 getting quite a few. We got a hyper Zarlord turning that thing. And we're already on the just on sort of the doorway here of the objective. But boom, 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 a bunch of Stragi kills. But oh wow, this room is pretty empty here. Looking at epic move. And here comes the GDF. They're starting to push in. Stroggies are starting to respawn, get back in here. And let's see. Pair of GDF. Oh no, I'm looking for the mine. Gotta look for the mine. Oh, down goes Flint to a proxy mine. But the action remains at this. Gunsmoke cleared out the objective. Reviving Ash. Reviving Ash. There's a spawn host. There's a nade toss there to try to keep him away. It looks like Silence finally gets a plant on the bunker hatch. We have the covert ops and WGF some height advantage here. SKS getting mowed down. And there it is. GzR lights up the obituary list, taking down FI. So very quick swing back and forth, and quite frankly, Flint probably should have just respawned. There's Brigand getting a disarm on the bunker hatch. Very nice work there. Flint probably should have respawned so he could have been with his teammates there. That's what I would have done. Here comes the next wave. Right now, there is no score, but currently we have a time set by GzR of 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
5 minutes
SKS, look at all the spawn hosts in this room, and there is not a medic. There's a medic dying to a freaking proxy mine. Come on, clear the spawn host. My lord, my lord. Flint hacking, getting shot in the head. Epic Moon taking him down. And Pip-Boy taking out Split. So, yeah, spawn host city for the Stroggies. I don't see this changing around. Let those medics get their asses in gear. We're looking at Gunsmoke and Ash needing to get that done. We're going to hop back outside. It seems like the Stroggies are pushing out here. And Kobe, ooh, I'm hearing the spin of a hyper, spin of a hyper. There it is, Zarlor. And boom, he does take out SKS. He's moving around, and once again, Silence trying again to get a plant on this upper bunker hatch. Right now, the GDF are only having 2 ways in, only 2 ways in to this objective, and it's really costing them. Zarlor is just going to town with his hyper blast. He's going to hop over here and pull the look down. He's low on health, but oh, he's about to die to it. There it is. That'll do it. Trap grenade. Let's see if he's got a spawn host. Happens. No touch on the objective still. The bunker hatch finally does go down, giving the GDF one more way in. And let's see if the GDF can capitalize off of it. Here it comes 2. Split is on it, not checking his 6. Not checking his 6. It's Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke finally helping out the Covies. And we have a continuation of this hack. It's going up, 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 up. And let's see if they can survive. 11 health. They both go down. They both go down to Epic Move's Lacerator. Boom, boom, boom. Now go to the Covies. And here comes Zarlo with that hyper. Oh, look at this. Revives all around. Oh, revives all around. We're moving on, moving on. So now, the question is, I'm not seeing any strong. I think they gave it up. I think they gave up this objective and they wanted to go set up on the next one. And let's see if they can do it here. Yes, they're running towards, yes, they're in the room. They're in the objective room. So unlike the last game, GzR is already, they've, I think, made a smart choice here. And they've given their time to get some mines up on the objective. They've picked up positions here. And you know, as you can see, the way this room is designed, you know, there's a side that favors the strong, and then there's a side that the GF are more likely to come from. But you know, really nice use of coverage here with GzR so far. Let's see if they can make it pay off for them. SKS coming around, not taking care of the technique. It's a quick gib. See if SKS can get in there and take out that tech. No, it's not going to happen. Toss the nade. Nade kind of falls short from where he's aiming there. Rocket launcher takes out someone.
2 minutes to go, soldier.
2 minutes. The time is really taking. SKS blowing through Epic Mode. Trying to take out the Hyper. Hyper goes down to Blaze Glory. Here it is. One more guy to get through. Medics need to revive real quick here. Get the soldier up. Got a plate going in. 1 minute 44, and the plate goes down. Silence, plants, explosives on the storing distribution module. And 35 seconds to go. And let's see what we already got here. We got an engineer nearby. Zarlor goes down. And I think so. Oh, he's going to use defibs to give everybody. Now, quite frankly, when they have this thing pretty well in hand, like here, yeah. When they have this thing pretty well in hand, they should already send their guys to that final objective. When they think that they got it, they need to start sending guys forward. Because they need to basically have the way clear immediately. It's possible. It is possible, folks. about to have detonation in just a few seconds. And I believe a good, maybe I'd say 40, yeah, okay. Minute 2 on the clock here.
1 minute to go, soldier. Move it.
Let's see. Rico running around with his spikes. Pays for it. SKS's business end of his GPMG. No touch. No pickup yet. No pickup yet. GDF just pretty much did a full respawn. And already. Yeah, it'll be very tight. It's possible, but it's very tight. No pickup. No pickup. Epic move goes down to Flint's assault rifle. 30 seconds on the clock. Flint has got the objective. He's got it. And yes, let's watch him. Let's watch him. He's got. Oh, he should be tossing himself med packs. What is he doing? Toss. Oh, he's just trying to run. He's there. He's about to get shot in the ass. Oh, come on. Defend yourself, buddy. Oh, what a shame.
4, 3.
He had time to defend himself. And I think he had a little bit of help there from a teammate. He might have been able to do it if he just turned and killed the guy. Very close. You know, we saw that. You know, that was a tough time, and it was very close. So yeah, you know, GG right there. That's a giant half chicken, half squirrel. Anyway, most Jackers being Bad Mojo with 32%, and most kills Gunsmoke with 15. Very nice job for such a short time. See, one thing I really love about this map is all the little attentions to detail, like how like these weird generator things are drifting shit everywhere, and yeah, it's just really cool. This is just the Strog spawn, and it just looks cool as balls. Okay, so you know.
Yeah, they did a really good job on the inside of the map. A lot of people sort of skip over the interior design, but they really spent a lot of detail, and it really shows off the game a little bit better than most maps do.
Yeah.
I like the pods that they Strog spawn out of.
Yeah. I mean, it really is just a neat idea. So, all right, I'm gonna actually slow down my camera just slightly since it's such a small map. Okay. So yeah, what do you guys think so far? I mean, it's just fast and furious. I think this is what I'm really happy to see is that we saw the potential there. We saw the potential for FI to set a really good time. I think they just needed, you know, I think they were a little bit too concerned about the time. I think that they had the time, they just got a little bit too caught up on, holy shit, we got to get this done. So, oh, Ash just lost his connection. We're going to be waiting for him to reconnect. But you know, guys, that was a very close game. Very close game. It was, you know, potentially one frag away from being a win there for FI. So, I always like it when you see that even if a team wasn't able to beat a time, they got really close. So, kudos to FI. Let's see what they can do when they got a full 20 minutes to do it. Bitboy's asking if you're going to play tonight, Wildcat.
I'm going to head over and see what's going on. Be right back.
Wildcat Run has left the server.
Oh, there's a freaking chopper on this map.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's all little, you know, little attentions to detail that really just, when you sit back and you see how sweet this map is, it's quite impressive. I'm taking a little tour here for those who are going to watch the VOD. Actually, I never really went out to the large battleship that has the Anansi on it. So yeah, I'll go take a look at that. I love the half-sunken. And actually, Matt, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time when we did the Quake Wars Weekly, and we had Chris on as our guest. And I think this was. I'm gonna see if I can kind of remember the angle that he had this screenshot that he gave to us. And it was of this right here. It was one of the battleships that was kind of half-sunken into the sea. And yeah, it was just partially done. It was basically just the battleship kind of sinking into the ocean. And he was like, that's sort of a teaser for a next map I'm working on. And of course, this is the result. So, you know, thank you to him for putting that together.
Yeah, definitely. I'm kind of curious to see where it goes from here too. Like right now, this seems like it could be the complete final map, you know. But hopefully, we'll see some improvements to it as well. I'm not too sure what he has in store, but it's very cool as it stands right now.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine there'll be some texture reworking and things like that. You know, other things like that. And what really impresses me is like if you go to like the rooftop of the building, you know, even the rooftops, there's all kinds of interesting little. You know, he's added some details there. You know, maybe I might not go that into it. If I were him, because you know of FPS reasons, but of things that you'll just never really see. But on the other hand, hey, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's a cool map. And I like how he sort of color-coded things. He sort of color-coded pathways using the blue and red tubes. Okay, we're going to be going live, guys, in 10 seconds. Now, one thing that I didn't really get, I don't know if it was the TV server or something, but unfortunately, there's a really nice explosion when you blow that second objective. And, I want to try to get a better sort of angle on that. It's pretty cool. All right. So now FI has a full 20 minutes to set a time, and let's run down they're doing SKS and silence off. Oh, that is a change, I think. SKS and silence are your covert ops, and they're doing heavy med round this time. They're not going to go for that upper hatch just yet. Here it is, Ash falling in behind the Strog. He's taking out the Star-Lord. Oh, he made a mistake there. He switched to a nade. It's going to take out, no, it's going to miss Rico. And, yeah, he didn't expect the Strog to turn around and plug him in the face. And he sure as hell did. SKS trying to charge the nade. He does manage to take down Rico. Quick revive there. No harm, no foul. I don't think that was the best option there for FI because everyone just died to Zarlor's Hyper. So yeah, Zarlor on fire tonight. It's not the first time that he is late ace. It's most that he can get. Although he's about to go down. Yes, he does go down. Let's see if he's got a spawn host. He got a nice little defense from his buddies. And let's see if he's going to get up here. Anytime. I kind of wish I had the timer. Alright, never mind. Dude, is he still seriously on the ground? Oh, I guess he was
really
gypped.
seem to be working the back side of this entrance here. They're not really going up and meeting the attack.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and there's so many spots where they can do that. I mean, look at that. Zarlor's just sitting back. He just spawned. And he's already able to take out Gunsmoke. And a nice
We got
distance.
a nice
Tossing the nade on the objective.
Just got involved there.
Well, let's see if Zarlor, yeah, Zarlor's on fire. Ah, he gets amp grenaded by SKS. Nice toss. SKS doing it again. Taking out epic move. And here's a push to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if the medics can take out what's left of the spawn host. Breaking going down. Split going down. There it is. Right here. One Stroggy tossing the nade. Oh, it's Hyper. It's Zarlor. They're not taking care of Zarlor. Not taking care of Zarlor. Boom, boom, boom. And the Pip-Boy comes in and taking out the Covert Ops, who did not defend themselves. Stroggies able to get spawn host Heaven in place here now. Wow, look at that. That was the entire GDF wave. And, yeah.
That was a very nice GDF push, but Strog just came in
Gotta
and
get-
spawn wade and just
Gotta get the spawn host down. Yeah. And they actually, the other thing they need to do is they need to time their attack a little bit better in terms of the spawn wave. Because one of the problems there was that, okay, yeah, and it looks like Silence is going to continue the hack real quick. But he's about to go down. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's dead. And, yeah, look at this medic work
just went
here.
in there all by himself.
Yeah, that's when you respawn with the team right there. Yeah. Well, you know, the other thing is they need to work on their timing there, figure out when the Strog are spawning, so that they're not making their push right near the end of the Strog spawn timer. They want to try to catch them where the Strog actually have to wait a while before they can get back to the objective.
Has left the server.
What was that?
Get 3 kills. Bad mojo
Yeah.
on a little bit of a streak there.
Yeah. So really, I think they're about to lose their progress in just a second there, because they're hanging out on the platform and it's about to go. Zarlor, once again, you know, finally taking some fire here, but he's using cover so well that the GDF just cannot pull him down. Oh, excuse me, shut my mouth. As soon as I say that, SKS plugs the scoped assault rifle right into his face. They know where he's at now. Silence hacking, but it's too late, and the progress is lost. And
Yeah, these little
FI.
suicide sort of tap things aren't really the way to go on this map. You need to hold her down and then get your team to lock down that room.
But yeah, Zugi, you're making a good observation there. The proxy mines have really cut into the GDF. They're not checking for those, and a couple of potentially nice hacks have gone to the wayside, have abandoned ship, if you will. Because they're not checking for the mines.
Well, yeah, you live and learn, but so far it doesn't seem FI has learned about that proxy in the same place.
Well, and they're not really living either, so there you go. Flit gonna get paired with the GPMG, Bad Mojo, and Pip-Boy going down. Let's see. Here it is, boom, 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 Hyper. Boom, down goes Ash twice. The medic is just trying so hard. Oh, finally Zarlor overheats. Let's see if he can get back in the game real quick. Boom, 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 there he is. Down to 39, yeah, he's doing a little story action there. There it is. Nice work by the technicians. He's back to full. He's ready to go. And here comes, I think I heard a shot. Here it comes. Yes, he's trying to take down Silence. Silence goes down. And he's jibbed.
Yeah, GzR has us on lockdown. They're doing a very good defense right now.
Yeah, and they're already approaching the time that they set in the first set of the game. They're already approaching that time. So, right now they really kind of step things up quite a bit, and it looks like FI is just having a really hard time cracking this. I'd love to see you turn around. I want to see us get to this. I want to see some sort of time set, but it's going to take a little bit of work. Yeah, Zarlor is asking for a spawn host. He doesn't have one yet. He really wants one. It's down to 8 shots, 7 shots. Trying to make them count. Going up against Flint, and he runs out completely of shots and goes down. Bad Mojo going to try and help him out and see if he can revive once the room is clear. And he jibs first like a smart little tech. And boom, Zarlor is back up. Although he has no Stroyan. He's like, oh, quick, give me some Stroyans. Oh. Alright, Ash goes down. SBS about to go down.
Technician work is outstanding, and they're getting tons of kills.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, I think GDF need to rethink things. They know that the Strog they're really kind of holed up in this room. They're not pushing out again. Although I have to say they start to do that. But what they probably should have done was like the last wave or two would be to switch up, get a rocket launcher in play, and really start to use that enclosed space against them. Wow, Pip-Boy tossing a scrambler grenade, taking out Flint. What a nice shot. Zoller once again getting a pair with that hyper, making GDF going down, and Flint barely able to take down Pip-Boy. But, you know, again, you know, I really think GDF should be trying to use this enclosed space against the Frog. Scrambler grenades just don't do enough oomph. There's not enough of a blast radius for those like this. As always been down to spikes. Yeah, he just needs destroying. There we go. He respawns. You know, start lobbing some rockets in here. Look at that, boom, boom, boom. He would not have if they lobbed a rocket in here, Zarla would be dead. And he doesn't have a spawn.
Not even a rocket. If they just used a frag grenades more, instead of bouncing them around the corners into that building.
Yeah.
But
you know, I mean, part of that might be just you know, lack of familiarity with the map and knowing sort of the spots to stand and all that stuff. It seems like GzR has spent a little bit more time learning the places for cover, places for mines, and things like that. They seem to be more comfortable with that on this map because they've been able to survive in this arena, push after push.
This is a good little push right here. Strong coming up there on course.
Now, yeah, they've actually abandoned the room. They've actually abandoned the room a little bit here. They're all outside. Oh, here's a chance. Here's a chance. Can they set up? Here comes the Epic Moo. Epic Moo already able to dodge a nade. Epic Moo tossing a nade on the objective. No, it bounces back and actually kills a guy. I don't think he meant to toss his nade this way. And then there it is, Straga back in the room. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, quick turnaround and then a quick turnaround again. Opportunity came a knocking, and I don't think GDF quite answered the door. 11 minutes and
killed that.
11 minutes and 1 second.
Here comes another push. I'm seeing like 4 GDF moving up side. Trap grenades coming in, taking them out. Hyper Blaster, Lacerator. Man, they just killed that push. Oh, here we go. Actually. Medic comes in, gets a quick revive.
And really good comms at this point because they realized that everyone from FI came in from one side. So Bad Mojo is leaving his post. He was over on the Strog left. And he's kind of pulled himself in towards the main objective because he knows that all the FI are all on this one side. So good shot by them, keeping that. Now here's my question: why the fuck haven't they blown? Oh, here it is. They're finally going to plan on the bunker hatch. It's 10 minutes too late, but they're going to do it. That should have been done within the first minute of the game. And that's really, you know, I think one of the biggest problems here. That they have not had more than 2 access points into this room. And they're about to open up far more. Actually, I mean, it seems like it's just one more access point. But here, I'm going to fly my camera up here. Once you have this blown, okay, you get behind this hatch, you have cover here. Okay, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 drop points into the room, all with all kinds of cover. The Strahd can toss nades up there, but on the other hand, I mean, you know, you can see them coming, and you know, you can fall back to positions that are hard to get nades tossed into. And you can time things, coordinate things. Here it is. Here's the first use of that upper hatch, I think. Boom! Down goes a mine. Mine taking out one Struggy. And this is going to be a spawn host and then a revive. Let's see. There it is. Look for revive. Oh, here it is coming up.
Oh,
not looking for a goddamn thing. Gets naded by a teammate. I mean, that kind of lemming action needs to stop. That's just not going to earn anybody. Here's a rocket launcher. Here's Silence with a rocket launcher. He needs to just wait and reload. Wait and reload. And then go again. There it is. He's got the reload. And he's not checking for a target before he fires. And down he goes with his knife out.
I don't know if I fully agree with the rocket launcher. It just takes too long to reload on the infantry on the maps. Just use your nades as a team and then collectively push in onto the objective.
But and honestly, I mean, what I would do is I would try to set up shop here, on what would be the GDF right. That platform, yeah, it's kind of where Silence is now. Maybe up a little bit further, using all the pillars for some cover. He needs to aim a little bit better to get his shots into the doorway. Into the doorway, he would take out 2 Stroggies right now. Here it is. No, he doesn't connect. His shot was a little long. But he's got the right idea now. But I think
I don't know, the
Strogger
rocket
aware of it
launcher
now.
is just sort of a slow weapon that need fast pushes for this to work. It's not really causing very much damage, just making it
No,
quite
well,
slow coming inside.
but see, I mean, well, yeah, and it's also it is the same thing you can accomplish with the frag grenade. What you need to do is you need to have a push through one side, okay, pushing the Strog back into the room, and then right now, see here, now if you shot the fucking rocket, you know, or if an aid was tossed in like you did right there, he'd have a shot and taken out a couple of guys. So.
Yeah, I don't even think he's
you know,
gotten a kill with that
can you
rocket
do?
launcher yet.
Yeah. But, you know. They basically need more firepower than the EMP grenades can provide. There's SKS pretty much almost killing himself with a grenade. To me, you know, that's really sort of speaking of maybe they just didn't practice this map enough. He wasn't quite sure when to release his nade. You know, how far around the corner he's kind of pointing himself. And, you know, it's really kind of costing them. Proxy mine taking out 2K on
Strog
Rico.
own this
but,
this hallway. GDF keep trying to use the upper entrance. Strog are just taking over.
yeah, Bad Mojo goes down though.
Yeah, Split working it pretty well.
Let's see if we can make it happen. He's finally cleared it out. He's not metting himself up there. This is another thing I've noticed about FI. Yeah, they're not really checking all the corners here. And that's where the Stroggies are hiding. And,
Yeah,
we're
the
gonna move outside
GzR
and get another
has
wave.
never really auto-controlled subjective for more than a couple seconds.
Yeah.
That's yet to change this entire 40 minutes we've been watching this match.
SKS getting a nice empty on Pip-Boy, but I have a feeling... Do you have a revive here? Yeah. No, he tapped out.
At this point,
Probably
FI's
had a
got to
spawn.
be feeling pretty frustrated. This first objective has not gone
Yeah.
their way at all.
And I'm not seeing any chance. Yeah, oh, there's this. Yeah, once again, not checking for those mines. And, yeah, it seems like, what I'm noticing is that they seem like really lost without sort of a radar, or they don't really know the spots to look. And it just caught, like, yeah, there's the obituary list lit up by GzR. But I think it's really more of an issue of just not enough practice on the map. Whereas GzR clearly has taken the time to learn a few really key spots, learn the cover, learn where to run. They sort of know where they're vulnerable. There's also really good. There's also really good communication there, I think, between the GzR folks. Maybe not so much with FI.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, so
really
that's the
apparent.
same.
Whenever a push happens, GzR just totally changes their defense depending on where the push is coming.
Yeah.
It really has worked in their favor.
The other thing I noticed is that they're really kind of sticking to the outer walls of this room, and they're kind of hiding in little spots. I mean, you know, if you look at them, they're very rarely in the center of the room, and that really seems to be paying off well for them. Yeah, and you can see how they're kind of hiding behind the tubing here. You got Zarlor, and he's been a powerhouse tonight. You know, he ducks out for maybe grabbing a little bit of strand, but. There it is, down goes the Covey. Zarlor takes down Flint, takes down Flint, and the Shrap Grenade takes out Silence. The other thing is that the meds are just not getting in there to destroy all the spawn hosts. And that's quite costly. Looking just BS, about to run into 3 guys. Bye-bye. And here's Silence down to 10 health. That, you know, just respawn, buddy. Alright, now here's a split push. Let's see if they can make it work for him.
Grenade! Grenade!
And let's see if we got. Yeah, there goes the progress on the hack. Split moving in upper level. Although honestly, if there was a mine up there, he would have died. Drops in, drops a nade, takes down Brigand. He probably has a spawn host. And he goes down to Zarlor once again with that hyper. And let's see, we got GDF almost a full spawn, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's a full spawn.
GzR putting down another rush here. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on his first objective. Fire's got to push things out. It's really tough because they all pushing together. They're just not getting the kills they need.
Yeah. And I think that's just superior map knowledge at this point. The other thing is that it seems like when they have the full spawn rate, you know, they're all coming in through one entrance, or when they do a split push, they're not coordinating it so that they're going to be entering the room at roughly the same time, forcing the Strahd to be picking multiple
2 minutes to go, soldier.
Entry vectors to defend. So, in other words, the Strahd can defend one entrance and then turn and go defend the next one. Things like that.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially on the map knowledge part. You can definitely tell that that FI's they're working together, yet GzR just is using better angles, getting in better positions, and ambushing every push that FI makes.
Yeah, like right there. Zarlor came under fire, and he runs to a place and just kind of waits for GDF to hop into his sights.
He's taken out there.
Yeah, it got a little greedy. He stayed out in the open too much. But he's probably about to be revived, or he's got a spawn host. There's a nade. It's actually a shrapnel nade.
Medics reviving. They're pushing together now. Getting some good angles.
Yeah, let's see. We got 3 coming in, all through the main run. Now, here's the time where you want to get a Kobe that's careful enough. And a medic, apparently, because there's. As I said that, you had a couple of spawn hosts popping right at the objective.
Oh, that was a nice little push there. Fizzled out just at the end. 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was the last real push. Maybe one more good push. We'll see.
That will do it, I think, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can see, you know, like the places where the mines are located. You know, it's all pretty smart and well hidden and that type of thing. And, yeah, mining them all night. Yeah, Zarlor, you know, kind of ducking in. That nade's not going to do much, and he runs into his shield.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
So you know, users are gonna turn around and set any sort of time, but right now it looks like they got this pretty well in hand. So right now, yeah, guys, the score is 2-0. Favor of GzR, who just set a 20-minute time to. I mean, who has a 20-minute time to beat. In other words, they just full held FI. So pretty much any time will do it. So yeah, I would say at this point, FI is probably feeling pretty frustrated. I think the biggest error that they made was waiting 10 minutes to destroy that hatch, because at least once they blew the hatch, then they had some more options. But you know, what can you do? This map would be ridiculous, 12v12.
Yeah, 12v12 would be a little on the insanity side. I think with 20 minutes though, GzR has got this map in the bag.
I love this little freight train thing here that flies out in over the ocean. Have you seen this thing?
Nah, what are you talking about?
It's heading towards the corner. It's really far out to the map. It's about to restart its little path. It's almost to the corner of the map. It runs diagonally across the map.
10 seconds.
And we're going live in 10 seconds. It's just like a little flying cargo freighter.
5,
So yeah.
4, 3,
I have
2,
not seen this
one.
mystical cargo freighter.
Sure thing. It's the time of the clock is 1944. All right, so let's see what GzR can do in order to set the time. Let's see what FI can do to try to hold off the GzR Mania. Oh my, look at this rush into the room. 1, 2. Lacerator frags all around though. Brigand picking up a frag against Split. That's it. Rico about to touch the objective. Flint is already on him. Like, oh, nice nade there by Gunsmoke. Taking out Bad Mojo. And here come the jibs, here come the spawn house. Nice defense by the Frag Incorporated there. They have fended off the first wave. 19 minutes on the clock. By the way, if the shotgun is out of sync, one thing you can do is you can hit the little reload button, or you can just refresh the web page, and that should fix any huge sync problems. Yeah, there'll always be some kind of delay. But what can you do? 18:31 on the clock, and right now no big turnaround. Here it comes. I already have a plant on the upper hatch. Silence is TKing with the hyper. He's about to take out Brigand. They get the headshot. No, in the corner. Yes. Kind of gets him in the elbow. Rico coming in. No jibs are happening though. This might be costly. Just a second. Silence will be dead with a nade to the face if he's not careful. And let's see if his teammates can get back to him in time. Most of them died. A lot of revives going on. I do believe the upper hatch gone. It's about to go, maybe? Yes. Tick, tick, tick. 5 seconds to go. And the bunker hatch will be blown. Let's see. Here come. And look at this. No mines. No mines on the objective. No mines. And we've got Silence as the last and only line of defense left up. And he goes down to Pip-Boy. Pip-Boy takes out Silence, and all the spawn hosts have gone kaput. Rico is on the objective. Rico is on the objective and hacking. And let's see if the Stroggies can get back in time. I don't think so. I think GzR has this well in hand. Gunsmoke tossing the nade. Not going to happen. It's going to do a little bit of damage. It's not going to kill anybody. And 80% hack, 80% hacks, 85, 90% hack, 95, and we are moving on to the next objective. Nice job by Rico.
Only 3 minutes. Very nice attack there.
Yes, very nice indeed. And that really, I think, was a mistake of the constructors not having any mines up. And then they really need to protect their spawn hosts a little bit better. Tandem, the score is currently 2-0. And GzR is winning. They are working against a 20-minute time in the second set here that they set. They defended for 20 minutes, so now all they have to do is set any time, and they will win tonight.
That's a good point. The Strog defense isn't running any constructors. There's no mines or no tents.
And this is a plant objective, so there will be no diffuse of the storing distribution module if all the Stroggies die. Pip-Boy using upper, using the higher ground here does go down to Silence's Hyper Blaster, but it was a nice idea. Something I don't think we even really saw at all with the other, right? Did we see that at all with the other pushes? I don't think so. Bad Mojo using the crates here. SKS hopping out, trying to get frags, and finally he takes an epic move, who is dancing around that crate. Ash running in for the jib. Bad Mojo running up with a nade. Nade tosses out, hits the spawn host, not the guy making it. And SKS goes, actually takes out Bad Mojo, excuse me. 15:36 on the clock. Spawn host, see, this is an issue. With the way that GzR is pushing this, they are giving the Stroggies spawn host fodder. However, one medic can take care of those really quick. And nice revives here. by Bad Mojo and Brigand. But right now, FI actually showing a pretty nice defense on this objective. They've got the spawn host. They're using pretty good cover. But GPMG's not down. It should be dead. This is a mistake to run out there. They should wait till the GDF come to them. That is why. Right there. Nade fodder. Nade fodder. Yeah. That's right. Wait and let the GDF come around that corner because they have the advantage around that angle. There it comes. Down go the spawn host. One more to go. Down go the technicians. And SKS coming in.
Ooh.
Oh, no jibs. Here comes the full GDF team. Can they get to the spawn hosts in time? There they are. Straight to him. Good job, Bad Mojo. Pulling down all the spawn hosts. That leaves Split to die. Oh, actually, Split takes friends with them. But 36 seconds on that charge that has been planted. Lacerator, Shrap Grenade, looking promising for the Stroggies. And do they have a constructor at this point? They have
it was
one.
Split. He was the guy who killed the two with the grenade as well as himself. In fact, he's still sitting there.
Well, no, that's his name. Yeah, 12 seconds to go. That will not be disarmed. They're already falling back. And here he is to attempt to disarm with 4 seconds, and he also kneels down to do it. That ain't gonna do it. All right. So yeah, that's I have to say, I'm surprised that we never saw an oppressor, because both times we saw that this objective was defended with GDF just hanging back in this room and doing long-range shots. So you'd think, hey, put up a shield or two, defend the dude disarming, and hey, we can hold on to the objective longer. So yeah, I love, there's a chemical unit, grabbed by Pip-Boy. Silence Sergeant taking fire here. Pip-Boy running, just running past him. Oh man, Pip-Boy drops it, and no return yet. There it is, returned by Gunsmoke. With 12:56 on the clock, you would think, pretty good shape, pretty good shape. Now, this is one thing though, the pickup point here is very open. Okay, so you have to cover a lot of ground out in the open. So if it was defended well, then they can really hold on to this area pretty well. The Strog have an advantage.
Oh,
here.
nice grenade there. We're gonna Hail Mary.
Yeah, very nice. Spawn host takes down the guy. Bad Mojo running in with the chemical injection unit, and he's running behind the cover. Nice job. I love this room with all the torsos. Very Doom-esque, very nice. And boom, Rico, grab it the fumble. See if we can get over to Rico here. There it is, Rico. Oh no, it's been dropped in return. Excuse me. All right, GF running back, and Pip-Boy back this time.
Looks like Strog a little back rage going on there, killing the GDF push, and hopefully they can set up the D now.
Yeah, Pip-Boy spotting a spawn house, asking the medic to go take care of it. He's waiting. Yeah, waiting for a shot here. There it is. Nice job. Here comes the rocket shot. Boom! Down goes Split. Rico waiting to back him up. Very nice move by the GDF here. The way that they're working this. Although, somebody runs in to kill the technician. Gonna take out another one. Yeah, Pip-Boy getting 2 in a row. There's a bunch of spawn hosts. He runs. Oh, that's a mistake. He runs out the guy with the hyper. The guy with the hyper. Now this is a mistake by the Stroggies. They gotta deal. Oh my God, they gotta deal. They gotta get some jibs. Yeah, they've got to deal. They've got to deal with that there and take out the medics who are just training it up. Let's see who has this objective. No, Brigand drops it. And we got to return a quick pickup by Zarlord, who I just passed. Zarlord is a medic. So yeah, we're a heavy medic train here with just one rocket launcher, used by Pip-Boy. And we're just all waiting to do it. I think this is a smart move here. They're kind of waiting to get everything kind of timed out. They know they got to get through. This is one really key choke point here, folks. That the GDF have to push through in order to get to the big, whatever the fuck that is. SKS going 1 against 3. Taking out, Gunsmoke, getting some crossfire. Frag Grenade, TKs. Quick medic revive, but one guy was jipped. And let's see if the push will happen here. We're looking at, Zarlord is the guy carrying. And look at this silence. Yeah, this is very nice here. The Stroggies are using some nice crossfire, covering the various entrances to this.
Yeah, I do have to say that FI has stepped up their game on their defense here, and they're pulling out some really good kills. That being said, this push right here looks like it's one direction BF here. Working very well together, and they're getting it. Oh, return. Very nice.
Nice.
10 minutes to go.
Rico's got it.
10 minutes left. They have a lot of time on this objective, but the Strog are putting up a very respectable defense.
Well, you know, they're using some things that, oh, there's Rico running into like 3 guys. Now he's running back into 2. Help me, help me. Now one thing I would say is I think the reason why they are doing so well here is if they're not pushing out. They're not. You know, they're waiting for the GF to come to them. They're using the long hallways and the ETW to reduce the spread to really. Oh, nice move there. Boom! Down goes the guy.
Wow.
Not return. Not return. Not return. Not return. There it is. Now it's been returned. They're using the distance really to.
If you saw it right
really,
there, they just
tear the
more
GF
of an
apart.
ambush than it was sniping. They just, when they saw the push coming, pretty much surrounded them, got crossfires and flanks, just about everything possible. Just threw it off the bottom of one
JVMAN has left the server.
took down that push for any revives or grenades back there.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's pretty impressive here to hold this objective for that long. So I'm kind of curious. Are we going to see another round of this thing? There it is. Oh, there's a mistake. Boom. Silence plugging right into the back of the head of Gunsmoke there. Alright, so who's carrying? It's Epic Move. Epic Move's carrying.
Oh, snap. GDF gets some nice long range
Match
shots down
left
the
the
Ooh.
server.
Bye-bye spawn host. Bye-bye spawn host. It's going to be a turnaround. It's going to be a turnaround. Epic Move getting some key revives here. And let's see if he can make it all happen. There's a nice little back race starting to happen. It's split. Split goes down. Epic Move's got him down. He's got a crossfire. Down. 2 health. Boom, he goes down. Let's see if they get the fumble. And who's picking up? Zarlor's got it. Zarlor goes down. And returned by Flint. Nice push. Now this push is continuing. This push is continuing. The Stroggies are thin here. The Stroggies are thin. GF are reviving. So this is it. Can they clear the path? Can they clear the path? Ash is falling back. There are no more spawn hosts left. And there it is. GF taking control of the room for the first time. 7 minutes 54 on the clock. And let's see if now the thing is, okay, I would say go after the carrier. Right? Oh, the carrier is at the objective and transmitting. At the objective and transmitting. Transmitting, and yes, he's got it. Right, Purification Slave goes down. Boom!
Ugly
Very
chicken
impressive
been
hold by
destroyed.
FI. Yes.
Brody has
It's a
connected.
giant half chicken, half squirrel, and finally gets injected. And
Brody has
most
joined
accurate would
the
be
channel.
Flint with 37%. Let's see, most kills, Gunsmoke with 26, nice there. Best light weapons, Flint with 28 points. And I have to say, this is a very interesting map. It's very cool to see these teams go head-to-head on it. I would love to have seen what would have happened if FI had set some sort of time when they were struggling so hard. Because I mean, they clearly had the ability, as they demonstrated in the first round, when they almost answered the time of GzR, but those old dirty bastards were able to, you know, kind of keep things together, and a nice full hold there, and very good game all around. GG's, and we got a couple of guys here in the channel. We got Pip-Boy, and we have who else do we have in here?
Hey,
we got
Zarler just came in too. It's Brigham.
All right, cool. All right, and hopefully we'll get Wildcat back in there. So, what do you guys think about this map? Do you like it?
Well, we need good infantry maps like this. This is a good map. I think I really like the objectives, the way they're laid out and stuff. But we need more maps like these.
So, in other words, you're starting a fund to set up Chris so that he can just do this full time, right? Sit there and pump out maps.
Well, if we really, it looks like the mod community is finally coming around with maps, and yeah, you know, I love this game so much that I'd put some money where my mouth is on this.
Oh, very cool. Nice to hear. All right. Yeah, sweet. All right. Well, Zarlor and Pip-Boy, what do you guys think? Actually, Zarlor, I want to just say, you know, very nice hyper work today. You really seemed like you knew kind of the places to pop your head in and out of. and cast some of the GF by surprise, and very nice heavy work there. Of course, supported by tremendous technicians, but very nice lawn mowing today.
He was going in to type in the chat, so I don't know if he's set up on voice on this yet. There he is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that note. I was listening to your shoutcast you did when we played that other team the other week, and you kept saying, I remember, oh, they're not giving. Look at that, they're not giving. So I made sure every time I killed someone, I gave them, so I wouldn't have to hear that again.
Yeah, well, and I mean, it really paid off. I mean,
yeah, I think so.
With the mixture of the really outstanding technicians that you had at your side there, being able to hold that first objective was honestly because the medics were not able to do their job. And so kudos to you guys turning that around, and I'm glad that my shotcast helped you out there.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of the map in terms of sort of layout and how the objectives go? And do you like the feel and the pace of it?
Yeah, I really like it a lot. I mean, it doesn't have any vehicles or anything, but it's a good infantry map, and I think it's laid out really well. Some of the other custom maps I played before were, I think, kind of too big, too laid out, too spread out. This had some nice tight action, and not too many repetitive places to hide or anything. I mean, it was fairly open, but I think it's laid out really nicely from objective to objective.
Well, one thing that I've noticed is that it's fairly open. Like, all the objective rooms are fairly open, but there are so many little corners and things, and I have to say, especially, I think favor the defense because of the color of the textures. So it'll sound kind of silly, but the color of the textures in some ways obscures. They're kind of slightly brown, like the Strog are. So the Strog can be a little bit hidden in the corners and things like that. Especially in that first objective where you've got like the orange and red tubing that kind of comes all around the one wall. I noticed that you were kind of hanging out near that, and the GDF would just like never spot you.
Yeah.
You spent a good a couple of minutes there on that full hold that you guys did, and I don't think the GDF really ever spotted you when you were in that spot, and you died because you ran out of Stroyan. And you had to go
yeah. Well, our first thought was to stay outside and kind of watch them as they were running up, but then once they see that, they're going to learn that trick, so we thought maybe stay inside, and then they started coming up top, so that spot I was hanging out at was just kind of underneath the balcony there, so they'd have to jump down or do pretty much a perfect grenade if they were going to get me. Yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah, and I think it was very fun to watch because it seemed like it was very fast paced. I'm wondering, the one thing I'm not sure about is the Strog shields being so close to that first objective, and this is kind of similar to the issue that I had with Meltdown. Or no, it wasn't Meltdown, it was the other one. Was it the Com Bandit, whatever the fuck that was? One of the other custom maps where there was yet another Strog shield really close to actually a hack objective of all things. And so I always thought that, I think that the Strog defense shields should always be, they might be in sight of an initial objective, but they shouldn't be so close that the GF are really going to run, into them or something.
Well, one time I used him as a shield. It wasn't planned, but I was kind of back in that area, and I backed up and I kind of hid behind it. I could see everything, and I could poke out, get him, and pop back in. So that's a little bit of a maybe exploit, you might say, I guess. Well, yeah.
And that's sort of my concern is that the Strog can kind of pop in and out of them. That's always sort of a shame because it's. And I think in that case, I would prefer it if the shields were just a little bit further back or something. He could put them kind of in the interior. I think one of the reasons why he had it outside was because just sort of look better. But he could even do it in the interior of like the hangar behind. Kind of in between that forward spawn and the next set of buildings, and he could put it in there. I don't know, something.
Maybe for beta 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the other thing, guys. Keep in mind, this is the initial release of this map, and it's, as initial releases go, I think it's one of the tightest. And you can clearly see how he is getting better in terms of layout, and then also sort of attention to detail, and how things look very, pretty polished. I mean, I have difference of opinion on, say, like texture usage and things like that, but for the most part, I mean, it's pretty good. It's really a beautiful map and very interesting ideas. Especially, I mean, I really love the whole extroyant slave thing. I mean, that little nod to Quake 4. I mean, that's beautiful. You just have to kind of say, tip of the hat, man, because it's just cool. But anyway. Congratulations to GzR for kicking ass and taking names. Pip-Boy, you've been kind of quiet there, man. I wanna say hey to you.
Hi.
Now, one thing I remember from the cast was that I believe you had some very nice nades. Apparently you're a very good cook. It's always good to hear. But what kind of roles do you kind of prefer when it's not sort of such an infantry-focused map?
When I'm on offense, I always try to do the objective person. I don't trust anybody else.
Okay, all right.
On defense, I like to go just medic or just medic.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, I mean, unfortunately, I think I was spending too much time focusing on GzR lore. But I think Matcom was correctly pointing out that the technician work, when you guys were full holding FI on that first objective, was some of the best that I've seen in a while. I mean, you guys were just like flies on a corpse. It's like, oh, GDF died, let's go jib him, and then if we got time, we're gonna make a spawn host. And I mean, you pretty much lit up that entire interior room with that first objective with orange glow of the spawn host. Nice job there. And then I liked how you had the little pile destroyant over by the objective. It's just very, very well coordinated. It seemed like you guys really coordinated the map a little bit better.
Well, I mean, you couldn't hear us, but I mean, we kept calling out, "Hey, drop destroyant and keep it, keep everything laid out there." And like I said, we really took it to heart about making sure we tried to give everyone and make the spawn hosts and make sure we weren't just going to see a res after we worked so hard to get the kills.
Yeah. They owned the outside. Like first, I tried cover it up on the top, and like Flint is just like the best person I've ever seen with the accurized. So it didn't really work out. That's why we kind of got owned, or we got pushed so hard on when we were on Strug on the first round.
Yeah. No, actually, we've just been joined here by Gunsmoke. How you doing, man?
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Gunsmoke. I just want to say good game to GzR, and it was really, that full hold was brutal, absolutely brutal. Those spawn hosts were killing us. I mean, you guys were just popping up behind that objective right as we were on it, and I mean that was just murder. Our medics weren't taking them out, and it was just rough.
Yeah, it was really. We were just commenting on the top-notch technician work there on that first objective, and it seemed like I was just saying how the room was kind of glowing with orange of the glow of the spawn host there. But what was your take on the map, Gunsmoke? Do you like the layout of it? Do you like the objectives and the pace?
I mean, I love the idea. It's definitely something new. It's a great infantry-only map. It kind of reminds me of like an Alderness or a Beer Run, where you have these hallways that are going in and out and all around, especially on the third objective. The one big problem is the spawns for the Strog. I mean, that's a huge problem. This has happened a couple times to us during in scrims and such, where on that second objective when it blows, seems to be a time span where if the Strog respawn, they're spawning right on that second spawn and have to chase the GDF into the third objective.
Gotcha.
And it'd be nice to see the ability to spawn back or to choose a spawn.
Back spawn unlocked. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe see the spawn switch sooner after the second objective blows. Playing a team like Hubris or Fate, where we were getting camped on that spawn, I would have to wait 25 seconds to spawn back and then chase them into the objective.
Yeah. see now, who else do we have in here? We got Dicer, and I think I saw somebody else. SKS come in,
Yeah, what's up, Grace?
and that's SKS, right?
Yar. Oh, I just wanted to say congratulations to GzR for taking it to us. I mean, that hurt. That was painful. And they definitely deserve the credit on that. I mean, I made a bunch of mistakes. I definitely shouldn't be playing scoped at all ever. Yeah. If anybody spectated me, I mean, you should definitely, yeah, should definitely know that for a fact.
Well, that's I think if you put like some 80s music to it, it would be like an instructional video. No.
Hey, I want to congratulate you guys on that last objective. I thought that was really tough. It was starting to look dicey for us. It was getting really tough with all those spawn hosts in there. I was having flashbacks of sewer with all the spawn hosts and not being able to make any headway, and it was getting kind of hairy there. You guys did a good hold on that for a long time.
Yeah, that was beautiful, and I think that it kind of for me the turning point that I saw was when I think there was this great sense of kind of using the long hallways, really using the distance against the GDF and kind of letting the GDF come out from cover, and then mowing them down, and then I think at some point there was a small shift. And it kind of made you guys vulnerable on one area, and then I could see, the other guys trying to kind of fall into place to kind of cover the gaps, and then it just kind of crumbled a little bit, and then GDF were able to just kind of plow through, even though they didn't have the objective. All it took is one guy to die and come back, and then the rest of the GDF had held the whatever this big fat motherfucker is.
The turkey.
Big piece of meat. Yeah.
The turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are all these dudes in here? Jesus.
Sausage fest. Yeah,
Matt just came back from whatever the hell else he was doing. He forgot that we have a post-game show. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you a ton for what a great match of the night.
I want my tank back.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, Gunsmoke definitely probably felt like a fish out of water not being in one of those vehicles for once.
He's like, what's happening? I'm pressing the key. I'm not switching seats. What the hell?
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for coming in for the post game and chatting with us.
I've got an announcement. The rocket launcher is nerfed. It needs to be fixed.
I have never heard that before.
You move way too slow. You reload way too slow. Like the Hyper and the GPMG need to be like that. I would imagine. Just my opinion.
Matt,
yeah, the rocket. Man? When I saw the rocket launcher in action, I was never really overly impressed. It wasn't the people behind it doing it so much. It was just a slow ass gun.
Matt likes to get his rounds off quick.
Zing.
In out, done.
Yeah. It's been a while, man. I've been waiting to have something I could just toss out there and just feel totally bad about after the podcast is done.
It's okay. I'll just cry myself to sleep. That's what I normally do.
I have to have something for each season that I just look back on and go, oh God, why did I say that? I'm sorry. All right, okay, seriously, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Guys, thanks again for hopping in here. Great game. Congrats, you old dirty bastards, and enjoy the next round. See you next week for sewer, and yeah, sweet. Matt, if you have any final words, now's the time to toss them out, and otherwise, good night, folks.
Now's a good match. Glad I watched it. I'm glad I was here, and with that, I'll say good night.